Hey guys, it's Mike Velez, broker and owner at BLDG Realty here in Chino Hills, 26-year resident of the city of Chino Hills and grew up not too far from here. So if you don't know, our office is here at the Shops in Chino Hills. It's the biggest shopping center around. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of shopping. Every now and then I'll walk around and I'll see something new. Well, a few months ago, I saw a signage on the window for a new Italian bistro called Gusto. So first of all, we don't really have Italian. We have pizza places and some good ones, but we really don't have an Italian restaurant or bistro for that matter in Chino Hills. So a couple weeks ago, they did a soft opening and they're open now. And we're gonna meet with Roberto. He's the owner and he is from Italy. So it's as authentic as we can get, I guess. But let's go check it out and see how it is.
Hello, Mike. Welcome. How are you?
How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Well, thanks for joining us today. First of all, the place looks great.
Thank you.
Been here a couple times already, as you know.
Yep.
And everything has been delicious.
Great.
So I'm excited to continue to try your whole menu and really have a taste of everything.
That's great. There's more to come. You know, this is just a menu that get us started, but in about a week or two, we're going to introduce new dishes, specials, and so on. You'll see.
Great.
Very excited for that.
So, you mind showing me where the magic happens?
Of course. Please follow me. Right,
We're
here
gonna
where we make all the coffees and cappuccinos and so on. But when we come back here, here's where we slice our fresh meats, cold cuts, prosciutto, mortadella, pancetta. This is how we slice it. Here where we prepare all the pastas, dishes and so on. We have all the sauces, the bolognese sauce, everything is inside here. We also have, here's where the stove, where we cook our pastas and prepare our sauces all the time. This is where we prepare our chicken milanese and our chicks and chips, very famous. And here where we bake all our pizzas. Pizzas, which is not a real pizza, it's like it's the shape of a pizza, but it's very light, it's made with Italian flours, very low in gluten, but very soft, and we get a good response on the pizza. We are baking our meatballs here. Our house-made meatballs are made in the back, in the prep area, and we finish them up over here. So this is a very small kitchen, 2 people, 3 people is a little too many, but that's how we really operate. Okay, and again, the menu is designed to really kind of meet the time, the quality, and of course the space of the facility.
Cool. I think it's pretty cool when I'm waiting for my food, which wasn't very long, but I can kind of see everything going on.
Right.
And it's always nice to be able to see your food being made.
Right.
It makes it feel a little bit more comfortable with things. So that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
So have you got time for a few questions?
I would love to. Yeah,
Awesome. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to open Gusto Italian Bistro here in Chino Hills?
Well, my family and I moved to the Chino Valley area about a year ago, and we really love the sense of community and the lifestyle here in Chino and the Chino Hills. And we looked around for to go and dine in some Italian restaurants, but unfortunately there were not many.
No.
So, and I was talking with my wife and I said, how about we kind of establish ourselves here in this community and maybe open up our own little hub here in Chino Hills and really deliver what we do best to our guests and so on. So this is pretty much how we come up with the idea.
So now, the first time that I saw you had the paper up on the windows and you guys were doing the construction, I saw the logo and I went online, I saw the website, and I'm thinking, man, this must be some like franchise or something because it looks really polished. Do you have experience in the restaurant business? Because it didn't look like a first effort. It was looked really polished, and I made me even more excited about giving it a taste.
Great.
So tell me about that.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, I've been in the business for 30 plus years, and I worked in 5-star establishments, in luxury restaurants and so on, but also have my own restaurants in the past. This is my first one on my own. No partners, just me, my family.
Nice.
My son is getting very excited to work with me and he wants to learn how to cook and so on, which is a great thing. But Throughout my career, I've learned that choose the right product, choose the right finishes, choose the right ingredients to make sure that whatever is on the plate, the guest can experience an array of flavors and also the real Italian authentic cuisine. This is what we're here for. It's simple, as I mentioned to you earlier, the word gusto stands for flavor, stands for quality and so on. So that's what we're here for. And it starts with the decor. Really think about the time we spent on selecting the tiles, the time we spent on selecting the paint and so on that goes in here, just to really the guests understand that we are here to provide a quality product.
Yeah, I definitely, when I brought my daughter in, she, has an attention to detail on like design and stuff like that, and she was pointing out the same things. And there's that saying where, how you do anything is how you do everything.
Right.
And, the detail down to the tile, I imagine that carries over into the dishes.
Yep.
Now, you mentioned ingredients. Are a lot of your ingredients sourced locally? Do you have some stuff that you import from Italy, or like how do you determine what's the best choice?
Throughout my career, I was able to meet different producers, and from Italy and also from California. So, for example, our mozzarella, we have a local producer, Di Stefano, right here in Pomona, that purchases milk from organic milk from the valley, the Chino Valley, and makes his own mozzarella. His own burrata, his own stracciatella and so on, and we have them here in our dishes, and also we sell them retail. For cold cuts and for sausages and so on, we buy from another Italian producer up in Paso Robles. I know how he works. He treats the animals and produces the sausages just like we do in Italy. I did different tasting with him and so on, and we have his products here available for retail, but also for in our dishes. Some other dishes we have to import them. Okay, like prosciutto we imported. We import our Fontina cheese. We're going to be importing taleggio, which is from my own town.
What is that?
Taleggio is another cheese. It's very soft cheese. It comes with different shapes and texture, but it's very tasty. And it's really good in the risottos. We can really make a good risotto with taleggio and pear. It's a very good combination because it has a very strong taste on the taleggio, on the cheese, but the pear tends to sweeten it up a little bit. So it's not sweet, the risotto, but it's really well balanced with the cheese.
So you mentioned your hometown. You grew up in Italy, I'm assuming?
I grew up in Italy, in Bergamo. It's a city close to Milan, about 30 miles away from Milan, and about 45 minutes from Lake of Como. It's on the way to Venice. So if you get on the freeway to go to Venice, stop in Bergamo.
So it's safe to say probably the most, if not one of the most authentic Italian bistros in the area I could go to?
Probably say so.
So growing up in Italy, was there a point in time when you decided that you really loved food and cooking and this is a career that you wanted to pursue? And was there like a specific dish or a mother or a father or somebody in your family that kind of like really put it into you that this is what you wanted to do?
Well, when I grew up as a child in my house and so on, my father used to travel a lot internationally. He used to bring clients to the house. My mom used to cook every single day. Out in the blue, my father used to call my mom and say, I'm coming home with 10 Korean clients and can you make some food? My mom, in the 2 hours window, she has to prepare something. And I really enjoy that type of environment, the type of lifestyle and so on. And I used to watch my mom cooking and struggling, but also at the same time with harmony, with fun and so on. And there's some definitely favorite dishes that I really used to love when she used to make. One of them is, for example, is a tiramisu. We're gonna let you try a later.
Oh, nice! That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, the tiramisu. I used to wait for her to finish up all the process to have a spoon and just eat the cream just like that without any cookies. My uncle has a little restaurant in town, and one day out of the blue I went to see my uncle and said, Dad, hey, Uncle Joe, can you help me? I would really want to learn how to cook. I really want to get into the business. And he gave me an opportunity. I started off as a pizza boy. I was making pizzas with him. I learned how to make pizza from scratch and so on, and how to cook it. I understand the temperature of the oven, how important it is to make sure that the pizza comes out crusty or with the right flavors and so on. So I started with him, but then I got into culinary class and hospitality college and so on. And I started working for luxury restaurants in Bergamo, my own town, and where I met Pierangelo Cornaro, my mentor, and working with him for about 4 years. I met different other colleagues who were traveling around the world, and with his connection, and I was able to move to the United States in 1994 and grow my career into the restaurant and hospitality business. I worked for Ritz-Carlton, Waldorf Astoria. As I mentioned earlier, I worked for I opened up different restaurants with other partners and so on. So when I moved here, I started to work for different other company, like luxury company and so on, and where I met excellent chefs. But also I, developed also a career into the hospitality division. So I opened up a few restaurants, five with partners, 5 different restaurants between here and Italy, and I love what I do. It's something that is in me. Don't ask me to do anything else, but I don't know where to start.
So are there any of your mother's recipes that are in the menu that people come in?
The tiramisu.
Okay, awesome.
So the tiramisu is my mom's recipe. So it's different. Everybody has their own recipe. People add whipped cream in it. People add cream cheese in it. People add ricotta. They have different variety of tiramisu, but the recipe of the tiramisu we have here is from my mom, so I cannot take credit for it. It's her recipe, and it's very simple. Just eggs, sugar, mascarpone cheese, and cookies and coffee. Just 5 ingredients, very simple, but it's all about how you assemble it. And the process of doing it makes a whole difference of the outcome.
Okay.
Product, yeah.
Well, awesome. So tell us about the menu. What types of, what's popular so far? What are the dishes that if somebody's coming in for the first time that you would tell them this is what you got to try? Or what's the menu like, and what can people expect?
Yeah, certainly. So this menu is designed for the size of the restaurant and the shopping mall. So it's a very, it's a very quick service restaurant. So the menu is designed to really provide, again, good quality product, but in a very convenient, fast needs. So we have the pasta dishes, for example. All the sauces are house made, but we control everything from the beginning, from the moment we peel the onions to the moment that they serve to the main dish. So awesome. We control everything. The product or the sandwiches we have here on the menu are also very selected. Okay, so as I mentioned to you earlier, I'm working with a producer up in Paso Robles. I'm working with a producer here in Pomona for the cheeses. I'm importing other dishes and bread. The quality of the bread is also very important for me because I think the flour gives the final touch on the sandwich and so on. So or the pizza. So everything is kind of made fresh.
I didn't see any jars when we were back there, so yeah, I can attest to that's probably true.
Yeah. That's right.
So when somebody walks in for the first time and they enjoy a meal, like what experience do you want them to walk away with when somebody comes in, a new client?
Memory. It's all about an experience. Dining, hospitality, everything is all about the experience. So I'm really here to touch the senses of our guests, our clientele. So let's say, for example, you come, it's how it's presented, how it tastes, how it smells. And again, our menu, as I mentioned, is a fresh product. It's made specifically for the location, but we can also do specific dishes, like I mentioned to you earlier, the risotto with taleggio and pear. We can make a house-made lasagna. Okay, we can make a cioppino. We can make any dishes that you wish to have for your house.
So you offer catering as well?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so and as far as the size, it could be a dinner for 4, or it can be a party of 20?
Or 100.
Okay, or 100. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And you mentioned experience. What I've ordered from you so far, I haven't been able to enjoy it here, but I take it back to my office, or I'll take it home. Right. And when I'm unpacking things, I noticed there was like twine around the napkin and the silverware,
right.
And so yeah, that's the attention. I'm assuming that's the attention you're talking to, aside from the flavor and so much. So that's awesome. So you talked about your mom's tiramisu. I heard a rumor that you're going to show us how to make it, and I'm pretty excited about that. Are we going to get to taste it when we're done?
Of course.
Here? Okay, awesome.
Of course.
Cool. So let's move on to that. And if you're enjoying this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to do more content like this for local businesses here in Chino Hills, Chino Valley, and Eastville. So keep in touch.
so we're gonna separate the eggs between in two different containers. Okay, and as we're doing this, you have to make sure there is no yolk going into the white. The white has to be just the white, pure white of the eggs, just because you won't be able to emulsify to the proper texture unless it's just pure white.
Oh, gotcha.
There we go. So what we're gonna add a little pinch of salt, okay? Okay, just a little bit to help the mix of the eggs white. Okay. So it becomes more firm and fluffy. Okay, so we're gonna cook it up. Okay, at a high speed. We let it go for a moment. Now we're gonna add sugar. Okay. I already have it here ready. That's the amount of sugar we need. We're gonna beat it very well, truly. We gotta continue on and make this egg yolk become more like a cream. So we're almost there.
Okay.
This is the texture we want to have. We want to make sure it's mixed very well with the sugar and everything else.
Gotcha.
Okay. Egg white is ready. Okay.
It's nice and fluffy.
Nice and fluffy and firm.
It looks like shaving
I
cream.
want it firm because
Gotcha.
that's what kind of gives the texture to the tiramisu. Very light, but firm.
Firm.
Okay. That's why we don't add cream. Because cream tend to be heavy and tend to be too strong on the flavor.
Okay.
Okay, we want to keep it simple. You see the egg yolk almost done. Gonna add one more spoon of sugar here. Okay, and now mascarpone.
Is that from the local?
This one from Italy.
Oh, from Italy. Okay.
Yeah, they don't do mascarpone here.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So we're gonna add the mascarpone cheese with the egg yolk, which is just beat. Okay, all the way. People like to use cream cheese instead of mascarpone. I like to stay original and go with my mascarpone cheese. So gently we're gonna mix it up. And there you have your cream. See, nice. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add the egg white. See how firm it is?
Yeah.
That's what we wanted. Combine it. And then gently we're gonna mix it.
So you like roll it?
Roll it, yes.
Okay.
We don't wanna go too hard, too strong on the movement, just because we want to keep the egg white to keep
fluffy.
To keep the volume. Yes.
Gotcha. My mouth is starting to water already.
And when I was a child, I used to wait for my mom to walk away to get the coffee and put my finger in it.
I won't do that, I promise, but yeah.
But here, let me give you a taste. Light, well balanced. You can control the amount of sugar of eggs you're gonna put in. So it's just, but again, it's just about maintaining.
Wow, that was really good.
Good, I'm glad you like it. We make our coffee here, right? I'm gonna pour it inside. Okay. And
So
then-
now that's espresso or?
It's espresso, yes. So I usually use this coffee machine just because there is a good balance between the amount of water and coffee aroma you can taste from it. And sometimes I use the drip coffee but I tend to increase the number of coffee inside the filter, just because I want to make sure that it's not too watery. You gotta taste the coffee. It's very important.
Yeah.
So I like to place a little layer of tiramisu at the bottom. Okay. Tiramisu cream, excuse me, because that's not completed yet. Then I take a little finger, and I usually count to 3. 1, 2, 3. It depends if the coffee is cold or hot.
Okay.
If the coffee is hot, you want to just dip it in for like a maximum of 3 seconds and then remove it. Or if the coffee is cold, you can leave it in an extra second, like up to 4.
Okay.
So depends. You want to have it too dry, neither too wet. The cookie has to be balanced. The flavor of coffee should not be overwhelming. So here we go. This is cold coffee. So this is a cold coffee. So we're going to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we just touch one layer. We leave the bottom up dry. So when they put the coffee, the cookie that you put the coffee in soaks into the bottom part of the cookie. So it doesn't really, you don't find the tiramisu with plenty of coffee underneath.
Yeah,
on the bottom.
it's not mushy.
Right, yeah. So you continue 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you turn it. Then you put another layer. Cream. Then you continue 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you turn it and you press it on top.
So if somebody was making this at home, would they do it like in a dish?
They can do it in a dish, in a bowl. It depends however you like it. Okay. Usually when I make tiramisu here at the restaurant, we use single serving containers, but we can make it in a bowl, in a pan, however you want to serve it. Because when I do it at home, when I make tiramisu, I usually use a half sheet pan, and believe me, in half a day it's gone. So my kids, my wife, and myself are really digging into this. And lastly, we're going to put a nice coat of cocoa on top. Okay, and again, you can choose the type of cocoa you like. You can do like a dark cocoa, or you can choose to have a very sweetened cocoa. It depends on the percentage, like a 50% cocoa or 70% cocoa. Then you go on it, and there you have it.
Look at that. That looks delicious. Wow.
Again,
That is so good.
this is my mom's recipe, so I cannot take the credit for it.
Mom was a genius. That's delicious. That's delicious. When the camera stops rolling, that thing's gone. It's just going to be destroyed.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for everything. This was great.
Pleasure, Mike.
Really
Thank
appreciate
you for
it.
coming in. Really good to see you.
You've got at least one loyal client or customer
Right.
that's going to be in here all the time. You've seen me a few times
Yes,
already.
I did already. Yes, thank you.
So
Yes.
everything's delicious that I've tried so far, and I hope that people watching this give it a shot. Small business owner here in Chino Hills. Aside from pizza places, we really don't have an Italian restaurant here in Chino Hills. Give it a shot. It's delicious. It's here in the shops, right across from Barnes & Noble. You can park on either side, easy to find. I was here one evening, and it was kind of a rush hour. It was pretty busy, but you guys got it turned over pretty quick and got home, and it was delicious. So
Great.
appreciate it, and best of luck.
Thank you.
See you soon.
I appreciate it, Mike.
Thanks
Thank
again.
you. Good to see you.
Hey guys, so that was amazing. That tiramisu was awesome, and it was great to get some insight on Roberto's story and how he imports certain things from Italy and some stuff is local. So if you're in the area at the shops here in Chino Hills, be sure to stop by. It's delicious. If you haven't already, please like and follow, subscribe, whether you're seeing this on YouTube or Instagram. And be sure to give Gusto a follow as well. I tag them on Instagram. If you're a local business owner and you'd like to have a video done like this so we can kind of show you off to the community, please reach out to me, shoot me a question in the DM. And if you want the recipe, Roberto's mom's recipe for the tiramisu, comment Gusto down below if it's on Instagram, and we'll send you a copy of the recipe so you can make it at home. But try it here first so you can kind of see what the standard is. You're gonna love it. So that's it. Hope to see you next time.